So hi everyone, in this video I'm going to explain the concept of constructor overloading in Java programming language. So here I created one class and my class name is student123. So in my class I will take my data members, so student name and roll number. So here I'll taken my roll number is a combination of characters and numbers. Because of that reason I'll take this as a string, and then string gender. Okay, so gender, and then I will take int fee. So these are data members I have for my student 123 class. So now I'm using the constructor concept for assigning values for this data members of a class student 123. And here I will tell you the concept of constructor overloading. So constructor is nothing but it's a special type of method which is going to use to initialize the objects. Okay, so now the concept of constructor overloading is nothing but like we have um, more than one constructor in a same class. So here I have my class is student 123. So my constructor name is similar to a class name. So that simply I can take here student 123. So here it is my default constructor. So because of that I didn't give any values here. And now I'm taking a parameterized constructor like student 123 of. So here in this constructor I'm going to pass three arguments like string s comma string r comma string gender. For that I'm assigning g. So here simply I'm assigning these values like s name equals to yes, and then roll number equals to r, and then gender equals to g. Okay, so by this constructor I'm trying to assign these three data member values, and again I'll take one more constructor. So like student 123. So this is also parameterized constructor because I'm passing some parameters here. So here I'm passing four arguments. So one is for assigning name, and one is for assigning roll number, and one is for taking gender, and another is for assigning fees. Okay, so like this I'm taking, and after that in my constructor I'm trying to assign values to my student name, and then roll number, gender, and then fee. Okay, see why I said this is a constructor overloading, because I have three constructors here. So this is my default constructor which is going to assign with default values to my data members of class student 123, and this is a parameterized constructor, and here I have only three parameters, so that it will assign values to these three data members, and the last data member is going to assign with a default value. So by this constructor I'm going to assign values for all my data members. So now I have method is a general method. So I just return as a void display. So by this method I'm going to display all the data members of my class student 123. So this is a display method. So here I'm going to write simply the statements like system dot out dot println. Okay, system dot out dot println. So simply here I'm given student name is equals to, so I want to take the name of student, by simply s name. Okay, and then semicolon. And after that I just copy and paste the same statement and I'm going to change. So here I'm written control V, control V, and control V. And now I'm changed student roll number here. And here it is gender. And it is fee details. Okay. So here I need to take those data members like for roll numbers, roll number, and for gender I'll take gender. Okay, simply I can write gender, and then here I have a fee. Okay, so this is my display method which is going to display all my details of class. So in my main method, so I need to create an objects because here I have three constructors, so I'm trying to create three objects. So one with default and another two for passing values to my class. Okay, so now see here I'm creating objects. So here my class name is student123, student123, and my object is s1. Okay, is equals to new student123 of. So this is a default parameter, and then I'm creating object 2 which name as s2 equals to new student123 of. So here I need to pass three arguments because this constructor will take three arguments. Student name, so I will provide it student name as Gauri, and then here is roll number, so I will give like CS123, and then gender is female, right? So these are the things I need to pass here in this constructor. So and then I'll take in one more object. I'll create one more object, student123s3. So this is a third object. So by this object I'm trying to assign values to my another parameterized constructor, so which will take four arguments like Shankar is the name of student, and department is ECE, so that I'll given like this, and then gender is male. Okay, and fees detail I can provide as 25,000. So in this way I'll create objects, right? So here I'm creating three objects, and this is going to assign default values to my first constructor, and this is going to assign these values to my second constructor, and this object is going to assign values to my third constructor. So simply I'm using this objects, I just call my display method. So simply I can write s1 dot display, so which is going to display the default values. Okay, so display of method, and then I'm calling s2 dot display is going to display the first three data members of my class along with the fourth one with a default value because I'm not assigned, right? So in my third object is going to display all the values which I'm assigning. So this is my program. So here my constructor is overloaded, right? So because I have same constructor three times in this program. Okay, so how this program is going to execute? So always your Java compiler, it starts execution from main function. So when it sees an object, so it is identify your class. So there it can identify the data members. So by this constructor, it's trying to assign default values to student name, roll number, gender, and fee, and it is going to assign these values to student name, roll number, and gender. And by this constructor, it will assign values to all the data members of my class student123. I just run this program. So here you can observe the outputs. So first constructor is going to display null, null, null and 0. So remember, so default values for a constructor, for strings it will return null, and for integer or some numerical values it is print 0. So now for second constructor, I will assign three values, right? Gauri, CS123 and female. So there the fourth argument I didn't pass. So it will assign with default value, that is 0. And the last one I will assign four values like Shankar, EC256, male and 25,000. So everything is displayed. So this is about a constructor overloading.